Your brain is a time machine. It constantly moves between the past and the future, weaving stories that shape who you believe you are. But here's the twist. It doesn't always know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. That single flaw in the system, that tiny blind spot in human perception, holds one of the most powerful psychological hacks ever discovered. Because if your brain can be convinced that something has already happened, it will start behaving as if it's true. And that means you can train your mind to remember a future that hasn't even happened yet, and use that memory to become the person you want to be. This is the future memory hack, and once you understand it, you'll realize that your future self isn't something you wait for, it's something you build right now, inside your mind. Think about it. Every action you take today is based on the version of yourself you believe you are. If you see yourself as shy, you'll act cautiously. If you see yourself as confident, you'll walk differently, speak differently, choose differently. Your self-image is your internal script, and it comes from memory, not logic. But here's where it gets fascinating. Memory is not fixed. It's not a file sitting untouched in your brain. Every time you recall a memory, you reconstruct it. You rewrite it with emotion, with perspective, with belief. Neuroscientists call this reconsolidation. And if the brain can rewrite the past, it can also write the future, because the same neural networks that recall memory are used when you imagine possibilities. In the brain, memory and imagination are almost the same thing. The only difference is time. Your hippocampus, the region responsible for forming memories, doesn't care if an experience happened yesterday or exists only in your imagination. When you vividly imagine something with enough emotional intensity, your brain tags it as real. The body responds, hormones shift, neural circuits strengthen. Your subconscious starts building habits around that imagined experience as if it already occurred. That's how elite athletes use visualization to win before they ever step onto the field. They see the victory, feel it, hear it, rehearse it so vividly that by the time it happens, their brain believes it's just remembering what it already knows. They're not predicting the future, they're remembering it early. You can do the same in your own life. The key is to move from wishing to remembering. Most people visualize passively. They imagine wanting something, success, confidence, peace, but their mind registers it as distance, as lack. That's why it doesn't stick. Future memory is different. It's not about seeing what you want. It's about feeling who you already are in that future moment. It's about recalling it as if it's a memory, not a dream. You're not trying to become that person. You're remembering being them. To do this effectively, start by creating a specific future scene, not abstract goals like, I'm successful or I'm happy. Build a mental snapshot. Where are you? What do you see, smell, hear? What are you wearing? Who's around you? What expression is on your face? The more detail, the more neural real estate your brain dedicates to it. Then, and this is the crucial part, add emotion. Emotion is what stamps memory into permanence. Feel the calm confidence, the pride, the gratitude, the power. Don't fake it. Summon it. Let your body feel what it would feel like if that future were already real. When you do that, your brain's emotional centers light up exactly as they would in a real experience. You are literally teaching your nervous system a new pattern of being. Over time, this imagined experience becomes a reference point. Your subconscious starts aligning your behavior to match it. Because your brain's #1 job is consistency, it hates cognitive dissonance. If it believes you're already a confident speaker, it will push you to act accordingly to stay congruent with that belief. You'll notice yourself making bolder choices, standing taller, saying yes to things you would have avoided. You'll feel impulses that align with the future memory you've installed. You're not forcing change. You're allowing it, because your brain is just trying to keep the story consistent. This isn't wishful thinking, it's neuroplasticity in action. When you practice future memory consistently, you're strengthening new neural pathways, reinforcing new identity patterns. The same way trauma can create emotional memories that dictate fear responses decades later, intentional visualization can create empowering memories that dictate courage, focus, and self-belief. The brain doesn't categorize memories as real or imagined. It categorizes them as emotionally significant or irrelevant. So the stronger the emotion, the stronger the memory, and the faster your identity adapts to it. Imagine this in practice. Let's say you want to become someone who wakes up early, works out, and builds discipline. Don't start by forcing action. Start by remembering the version of you who already lives that way. Picture waking up effortlessly at sunrise. Feel the light on your face. Hear the sound of your alarm and the sense of clarity in your mind. Smell the air. Feel your body's strength, your calm sense of control. Imagine finishing your workout and feeling the pride of being that person. Feel it so vividly that it becomes familiar. Do this every day. Your brain starts tagging this as part of your identity. Soon, when the alarm rings, it doesn't feel foreign, it feels consistent. You're not trying to become that person. You already remember being them. The same applies to confidence, creativity, leadership, or healing. The moment you stop treating your goals as something you need to chase and start treating them as experiences your brain is already remembering, everything shifts. You act differently. You speak differently. You attract opportunities aligned with that version of you. This is how high performers, artists, and innovators consistently break barriers. They remember the future first. They live in the emotional memory of success before it happens. Their mind rehearses victory until their body follows. Now, some people worry that this sounds like delusion, like pretending. But there's a difference between fantasy and deliberate future memory. Fantasy is escapism, imagining without embodiment. Future memory is embodiment, imagining with emotion, awareness, and intent. It doesn't deny reality. It shapes it. It primes your brain to notice opportunities, solutions, and patterns that align with the identity you're rehearsing. Psychologists call this the reticular activating system, the brain's attention filter. When you program your future memory with clear emotion and vision, the RAS starts tuning your perception toward anything that matches it. You begin to see opportunities that were invisible before because your brain wasn't filtering for them. It's not magic. It's selective attention shaped by emotion. So how do you strengthen this practice? Repetition and embodiment. Future memory works through consistent emotional rehearsal. That means practicing not only mentally, but physically. Move your body the way your future self would. Speak like them. Carry yourself with their energy. Your physiology reinforces the mental loop. The more senses you involve, the stronger the neural encoding. This is why rituals, affirmations, and routines work, not because the words are magic, but because they create emotional and physical congruence with a chosen identity. And here's the most powerful part. The moment you truly feel that future as real, your present actions shift instantly. You stop waiting for permission, because your brain already believes the story. You start to embody the mindset and behaviors of your future self right now. That's when transformation accelerates. The future you stops being a distant possibility and becomes an inevitable memory playing itself out through time. Neuroscientifically, what's happening is profound. Your prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning and intention, connects with your limbic system, the emotional center, and together they form a predictive model of reality. When that model becomes emotionally charged and rehearsed often enough, the brain literally rewires its default mode network, changing how you perceive yourself. You're not faking confidence. You're encoding it. You're not pretending to be disciplined. You're practicing the neural patterns of discipline until they become second nature. This is how transformation truly happens, not by forcing new actions from the outside, but by creating new emotional memories on the inside. Because the mind doesn't act on what's true, it acts on what it believes. And belief is just memory reinforced with emotion. So ask yourself, what does your future self remember? What does it feel like to already be living the life you're chasing? Don't just visualize it. Remember it. Remember the gratitude, the peace, the strength, the certainty. Replay it until your brain believes it's real. Because once it does, your subconscious will move heaven and earth to make it consistent. You'll start making micro decisions aligned with that identity. You'll gravitate toward environments, people, and opportunities that reinforce it. your external world will begin to mirror the internal story you've installed. The truth is, you are always remembering the future, just usually the wrong one. You're remembering failure, rejection, fear, or limitation based on old emotional memories. Those loops keep recreating the same outcomes because your brain thinks it's staying safe. But the moment you consciously start remembering a different future, one filled with confidence, purpose, and power, your brain reorients. It stops replaying survival and starts rehearsing growth. That's the future memory hack. You don't need to predict the future or wait for luck. You just need to remember it first. Because when your mind truly believes that a better version of you already exists, it will do everything it can to close the gap between who you are and who you remember being. That's not magic, it's psychology. And it's how you take control of the greatest illusion your brain ever created. The illusion that the future is somewhere ahead of you, when in reality, it's already inside you, waiting to be remembered.